welcome back to 97.5 FM, The Game. I'm your host, Wade, and my co-host, Matthew. Today we're going to be talking some football. So who do you think is the team to beat in the NFL right now?
Team to beat right now, we obviously have the Denver Broncos, the defending champs. However, there are some questions lingering on that team after Peyton Manning has retired. They definitely had weak quarterback play last year. Brock Osweiler obviously signing a huge deal with the Texans. But the question is, they have drafted Paxton Lynch, and they're grooming him to be the starter next few years. He's a raw prospect. But the question is Mark Sanchez really a starting quarterback for this team?
No, he is not, and I believe it will be second-year quarterback out of Northwestern, Trevor Siemian. They say he's neck and neck with Mark Sanchez in the quarterback battle this offseason.
Yes, he very well could be the starter. We've seen very inconsistent play from Sanchez the past few years.
Not to mention they've lost many pieces on their defense. Malik Jackson, Danny Trevathan, key guys that they need to repeat.
Yes, many question marks on that defense. However, the New York Giants, many great offseason signings from that team. We've seen it. They signed Oliver Vernon, snatched him away from the Dolphins. Also snatched away Janoris Jenkins, the cornerback. But in the draft, drafting Eli Apple at number 10. Were you shocked?
I'm not exactly too keen on that pick. I think he went a bit early. But they definitely did need help for their defense. They say we've heard reports of him coming along very good as a starting quarterback. Maybe not starting, at least an NFL defensive back.
Yes. Also, Ben McAdoo was offensive coordinator last year. Obviously, Tom Coughlin stepping down as head coach, having 2 Super Bowls under his belt, and big shoes to fill for McAdoo here. Do you think he's going to plan to implement Odell Beckham in any other ways in his playbook?
Well, their passing attack has been pretty solid so far. They're going to get Victor Cruz back. Hopefully he'll be able to do some good things there. Ruben Randall, he's all right. He might be able to make some plays here and there, but Odell Beckham obviously is going to be the main guy in that offense.
Yes, Sterling Shepard, however, they picked him in the second round at 57, I believe. Sterling Shepard, All-American in college, came out of Oklahoma, had a rough semifinals when they played Clemson. However, he is considered by many to be a great wide receiver. What do you think about that?
I think he will be a good addition to the offense. I think they really just need to build up their rushing attack and offensive line, and they'll be a very well-rounded team.
Yes, very weak offensive line the past few years. This is actually the first time in many years in the NFL draft the Giants have not had any help. They never drafted anybody on the defensive line or offensive line, so that's a shocker to many, actually.
So you believe they're the team to beat this year?
No, I do not believe they're the team to beat. I would like to see improvement from the New York Giants, however. I'm seeing them as maybe 10-6 team, hopefully make the playoffs. Not expecting great things from them this year. We have a caller?
What's up, guys? First time, long time. Just want to know, I'm a Jets fan. I was just curious. Do you think, I have 2 questions, I guess. Do you think Fitzpatrick's going to sign? And if he does sign, will it take him into the playoffs and far, or would you trust Geno taking the Jets to the playoffs?
I would not trust Geno taking the Jets to the playoffs. I think Fitzpatrick will re-sign. We've heard a lot of great things from his teammates. Brandon Marshall really wants him to play there again. I think he can take him to the playoffs. Unfortunate loss to the Bills in Week 17. I think they'll come back after that, though.
Yes, the Jets very much on the verge of making the playoffs last year. However, they choked brutally as Fitzpatrick threw 3 interceptions in the fourth quarter. Very terrible for Jets fans. However, Fitzpatrick has been on not a common ground with the Jets. He hasn't really been able to sign. They haven't worked out any great contract offers. However, he is kind of leaning towards coming back to the Jets. I do believe he will resign.
How about the Browns? They're constantly one of the worst, if not the worst team in football. Do you think they'll be able to do any better this year after drafting wide receiver Corey Coleman in the first round?
Drafting Corey Coleman, I really like that selection. Many people believe they jumped the gun, however. Corey Coleman, his speed, his catching, he's a great wide receiver. There's no doubting that.
No doubt he's a great wide receiver, but they've also picked up RG3. How is he going to help that offense?
RG3, I don't believe he'll start this year. I'm just believing he's on that team just for mentorship. I don't believe he'll start.
Yeah, I don't think they should have let Brian Hoyer walk a while ago.
Yes, bad decision for them there.
All right, well, that's all the time we have here on 97.5 FM, The Game. We will see you all next time.